Big reunion. Little People fans shocked as Matt Roloff and his ex-wife Amy drop clues they're on vacation together in Arizona. Hi dear beautiful friends. It's America from Motion 44 YouTube channel. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please subscribe to my channel. Matt and Amy were traveling with their new significant others, girlfriend Karen Chandler and husband Chris Merrick. Fans noticed that over the weekend, both Amy, 57, and Matt, 60, posted pictures with their significant others from the same location. In both photos, the couple smiled as they stood on a giant red rock in Sedona, Arizona. Matt posted a photo dump of the weekend, including pictures of him and Karen out exploring Sedona and on the airplane. He captioned it, "These 5 photos, a small slice of life these past few weeks." Although there was absolutely no indication that he and Karen were traveling with Amy and Chris. Amy posted a photo of herself standing in front of Chris, his hands on her shoulders, in front of a beautiful and scenic Arizona background. She captioned her post, "Took a few days to travel to Arizona. Sedona was absolutely beautiful. A little chilly, but who cares? We still had a great time. I think we'll be back to see the gorgeous sights again and visit with family and friends." Noticing the similarities, someone in Amy's comments posted, "Did you visit Matt and Karen?" A second fan replied, "I think they all went together as both of them posted from the same spot." A third wrote, "Spending time with Matt and his girlfriend? It's awesome to see everyone is getting along." Matt clapped back at a fan after he was accused of not taking Amy on trips while they were married. Also, in the comments of Matt's Arizona photo dump post, one fan asked, "Why didn't you do that with your wife?" Matt replied, "Lol, ugh, I guess you didn't watch LPBD very much." He continued, "We went in 2007 on camera. And you'll just have to wait and see what happens in 2022. However, other fans commented well wishes for Karen and Matt and were happy to see they enjoyed their getaway. One fan wrote, "Would you please just marry?" Another posted, "Great pictures. I love the photo of you and Karen. Beautiful couple," while one said, "Looks like a fun week." One more commented, "Beautiful photos. Thanks for sharing them with us." Back in November, Little People fans speculated Matt and Karen had secretly eloped. Karen, 53, took to Instagram to share a number of snaps from the pair's trip to Mexico. While they posed with friends in one shot, the slides also included numerous photos of the pair spending quality time together as just a couple. Alongside the photos, Karen wrote, "Thank you Cabo for some R&R." Shortly after Karen posted the photos from the trip, fans rushed to the comments section to wonder if the pair eloped during the trip. An Instagram user wrote, "Did you two elope?" However, Karen quickly shut down speculation by replying, "Haha, no we didn't." Despite Karen's clear answer, fans continued to note how much they want Matt and Karen to tie the knot. One person asked, "When are you going to propose to your wonderful lady?" Meanwhile, Matt's ex-wife Amy got engaged in September of 2019 to Chris Merrick after dating for 3 years, while they eventually tied the knot on Matt's famous Oregon farm. A source exclusively told The Sun at the time that a beaming Amy was walked down the aisle by her father, Gordon Knight. The wedding officiant handed her 4 or 5 pages for the vows that she read to Chris. The insider added, Chris also wiped a tear from his right eye while the preacher spoke, and ahead of reading one page with his own vows mimis house. Little People's Audrey Roloff shares photos from Christmas celebrations at Amy and Chris' house amid family feud. Audrey, 30, brought her newborn Radley, daughter Ember, 3, and son Bode, 1, for her visit with Amy, 57, and her husband Chris. In the Instagram story, the Little People, Big World stars posed together for a group photo in front of the Christmas tree. Amy carried baby Radley in her arms while Bode leaned into Chris' hands. The caption stated, "Christmas at Mimi's." In the next story, Amy took a snapshot with the little ones while still carrying the baby. As the stories continued, Audrey took a few sweet snaps with Ember. The mother of three wrote, "Matching with my girl, this comes as sources exclusively told The Sun that Audrey and her sister-in-law Tori have stopped talking to each other after their husbands had a huge argument. The relationship between the two couples has reportedly not been the same since." The insider added, "Tori and Audrey always got along with each other, but their husbands, Zach and Jeremy, got into a huge argument one day and everything changed. It went on for weeks, and the girls obviously took sides. They all stopped speaking to each other," the source continued. "The argument was about the lack of respect. Zach felt he didn't get enough support from Jeremy, but he didn't agree. It exploded, and there was a lot of mudslinging, resulting in the two couples keeping their distance. The duos each have their own views on politics and religion, which also has reportedly factored into the feud. Audrey and Jeremy, 31, are strict Christians who have promoted conservative points of view. Tori and Zach's views have tended to be more liberal. Recently, Amy's son Jacob, 24, and his wife Isabel introduced their newborn child Mateo to Jeremy and Audrey. Audrey took to social media to share an adorable snap of the two families enjoying their time together. The ex-TLC star shared a pic of the new mother as she sat in the living room of her $525,000 Oregon home with Mateo. Isabel was also surrounded by Audrey's own kids. Audrey captioned the post, "Isabel so firerocked Jeremiah Roloff." Isabel then took to her own Instagram and reposted the lovely snap. Jacob's wife said, "Cousins got to meet tonight. Thank you so much for dinner." Jeremy and Jacob have also publicly clashed over their differing political views. While Jacob has taken on a more liberal stance, Audrey made a number of controversial comments in the past, which have not sat well with him. Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff explains relationship with father. Little People. Big World star Matt Roloff has just opened up about the current state of his relationship with his father, Matt Roloff, and things aren't looking all that great. In the May 23, 2024 episode of his podcast Raising Heights, which he co-hosts with his wife Tori Roloff, the reality star revealed that his dynamic with his father is still very rocky. He went on to claim that Matt Roloff remains in denial of everything he did, which has made it difficult for the father-son duo to reconcile. This is how Roloff described his father's attitude. The couple also talked about how the filming for Little People, Big World Season 25 concluded over a year ago, but watching the show opened up a lot of old wounds for them. The TLC reality star and soccer player noted that while the dust has settled on the drama, nothing has really been fixed between him and his father. Stuff comes out on social media, and you realize people are thinking the same thing. It's a bummer because I thought we were kind of evening it out a little bit. He added the update comes after Zach and Tori Roloff officially announced their exit from the show after 25 seasons in February 2024. Naturally, a lot of fans thought that the sudden departure was in response to Zach and Matt Roloff's long-running feud over the family farm. In a February episode of the Raising Heights podcast, Zach went on to clarify about how things had been rough for the family because of the farm deal, and that's what eventually pushed the couple to take this decision. "We were done with it. We moved on." He concluded. The feud between the father and son began in Little People, Big World Season 22, when Zach and Tori Roloff started talking about buying part of the family farm. However, Matt Roloff ended up listing the portion of the property his son wanted to buy. To make matters worse, he later decided against the sale and turned the place into a short-term vacation rental. The father and son negotiated for a year, and when Roloff Sr. refused to accept the couple's offer, they packed up and moved to Battleground, Wash, with their three in front of the camera with all the scrutiny. Little People, Big World Season 25 final premiered on April 23, 2024. There has been no update on the show's 26th installment yet, and it's not clear whether the young couple will ever return to the show. You can, however, keep up with Matt Roloff and Tori Roloff's journey on their Raising Heights podcast. Stay tuned to Collider for more updates. Little People, Big World's Matt Roloff says leaving TV sounds fine by me, as show's fate remains unknown whether or not Little People, Big World returns for a 26th season. Matt Roloff is content with the journey he and his family have had on the TLC show, though the season 25 finale aired on April 23. Matt said that he hasn't gotten a call from network executives about the fate of the show. While the reality star, 62, isn't sure if he'll be sharing his life in front of cameras any longer, he told that he was OK with putting the show behind him. I feel very secure in what we've put on air. So the idea of not doing any more TV at all sounds fine by me, he explained. 400 episodes or something, you kind of feel like you've done it all. So if there comes a circumstance where we feel like we need to share more, if the opportunity comes up, maybe over the course of 25 seasons, the Roloff family has shared the highs and lows of their private lives, from running the farm and having babies to weddings and divorces. Little People, Big World initially documented Matt and Amy Roloff's life as they navigated raising their 4 children. Now, the couple have gone their separate ways, finding new loves in their respective lives, and their children, Jeremy, Zach, Molly, and Jacob, have left the show. I'm just thinking about what a journey, Matt reflected. Our family, we love each other. There's been ups and downs, as you can imagine, but I think, all in all, I think we've accomplished some good things. He continued, Amy got the chance to climb Mount St. Helens. We got a chance to take the family to Australia. Steph got to ride camels, stuff we might not have done. I don't know what my life would have been without this show. Matt added this isn't the first time the Roloff family patriarch has given his 2 cents on the future of Little People, Big World. In a statement shared to Facebook in April, Matt addressed fan speculation on whether or not the last episode of season 25 had actually been a series finale. I know I can't predict the future, he wrote. It's my guess that the network can't either. I do think that TLC did a nice job on the last Tuesday's season final episode hedging their bets and putting a nice button on the show, and where the family members that still participate stand. So if LPBW never does come back in whatever various other forms, I think the consensus is they wrapped up the Roloff LPBW Crazy Train saga pretty good, he added. That's why many of you felt it was a series finale. You never know what the future may bring, so if you are me, and apparently TLC too, I hate saying goodbye, only see you later, and love, Matt concluded. Little People, Big World's Tori and Zach Roloff detailed daughter Lila's injury in pool incident. Former Little People, Big World stars Zach and Tori Roloff have been dealing with a lot lately, and over the weekend, they added an injury for their daughter Lila to the list. Tori opened up about the incident on her Instagram stories, sharing a photo of Lila with a butterfly bandage on her face, right under her eyebrow, adding text that read, "When it rains, it pours." Lila had a little accident in the pool yesterday, she explained. I'm so glad she's okay. She split her eye pretty good, but luckily stitches weren't needed, but I think she's going to have a solid scar. The mother of 3 went on, thanking those around her who helped keep the situation under control, saying, "So grateful for friends that helped keep me calm," and got Lila chips which immediately calmed her down. There was a lot of blood, but they kept me calm to be able to manage it all recently. The couple also had to deal with their youngest child, son Josiah, feeling under the weather. In a previous Instagram story, Tori noted that Josiah was having trouble eating and drinking, but now he seems to be on the mend. Alongside the update about Lila's accident, Tori noted, Josiah is honestly rocking the healing game, and we just keep praying it continues to go smoothly, before thanking everyone for their support. Tori and Zach are parents to Lila, Josiah, and their eldest son Jackson. The couple previously starred in the reality series Little People, Big World, but they announced earlier this year that they would not be returning. Little People, Big World fans have many questions for Matt Roloff as Jeremy drops huge news in life. It's only natural for families to have a little bit of drama every now and again. But in the case of Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff, his recent tiff with sons Zach and Jeremy appears to be raising a lot of eyebrows. In a recent video posted on Instagram, Jeremy's wife Audrey proudly announced that the couple just purchased their own land not far from where Roloff Farms resides in Oregon. As explained in the post, the property holds special importance to Jeremy and Audrey's road to romance after a 2-year search spanning all over the state of Oregon. It is time we bought a farm, and look what's in our backyard. Yup, that's our trestle, she captioned the clip. If you read our book, or even just looked at the cover lol, you know the significance that this train trestle has played in our love story and lives. It's where Jur asked me to be his girlfriend. It's where he asked me to marry him. It's where we took the photo for the cover of our New York Times best-selling book. And it's within walking distance of my parents' while. We absolutely love seeing glimpses of Jeremy and Audrey's lives online. Some fans thought the timing of the announcement seemed just a little bit suspicious. The news does come weeks after Matt declared on Instagram that he would be selling part of Roloff Farms, which angered both Zach and Jeremy since he called the two out for choosing to pursue other interests and investments, instead of working together toward a possible joint sale. So what could have caused Jeremy and Zach to not join in on their father's efforts to save a section of the farm? Was it because the brothers truly weren't interested in gaining a piece of family property, or was there something bigger? Well, followers of the family took to air out their thoughts in theory. Yes, I really feel like Matt didn't want either one of his sons to buy that property. He did the negotiations just for show. I don't think Karen should have been in the meeting. Also, did they just have one meeting and it was done? Matt and Amy took months to negotiate. User Pumpkin Adept commented, Zach has always been at odds with Matt in regards to how to run the farm. And I think if Matt sold to him, Matt would just keep interfering, which would piss Zach off. Too many strings. User Your Yoga Mermaid replied despite not knowing what's truly going on with the Roloff family as a whole other than what we see on the TLC show. We do wish Jeremy and Audrey well on the latest step in their life. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.